up? So this is going to be a divine masculine twin flame reading for February the 3rd until the 10th. So I'm going to be using Call Up Baron Reed Enchanted Map for the messages from the universe, and then John Holland's Psychic Tarot for the main energies. And I might read some quotes from Tarot Illuminati as well. And of course I'm going to be using my own cards for the clarification as well for the cards. Okay, so I've already shuffled the cards. Give it one more quick shuffle. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the Celtic Wing Spread with a male-female energy on either side. Okay, so for the present position is authority, and I don't read reversals for this deck. Your foundation for the male is nice material harvest, which is a 9 of Pentacles. Recent past position, suffering and silence, another 9. Okay, for the outcome, nice, victory and success. Crossroads position, waiting, 2 of Wands, the waiting game. So for what he's resisting, new beginnings, interesting. For the internal environment, intuition. For the outcome for that side, nice. Ace of Pentacles, prosperity begins. His external environment, oh my God, yeah. Spiritual union, awesome. Okay, so for the summary outcome, choose wisely. Final outcome, financial and material changes. Okay, so for the female external environment, shadow. Male external environment, light. Wow, that was the sun and the moon just now. Internal for the female, conflict and defeat. Internal for the male is wisdom. Hopes and fears for the female. Wow, okay. The Ace of Wands. 2 aces so far. Hopes and fears for the male. Stand your ground. And the final outcome for the female, emotional loss. And final outcome for the male, nice, accelerated motion. So I'm also going to look at the bottom of this deck as well. Solar plexus chakra. Okay, so the overall message for the male is the Enchanted Map. So I'm just going to pull one card for that. Education in reverse. Just going to look at the deck. Yeah, it's in reverse. Okay. All right, I'll have a look at it. This is really such a beautiful reading. It actually really touched me quite a bit. So I'm seeing the masculine. He's come into his power. He's showing up in his own reading twice. So he has stepped into his power, and he has accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. And he feels victorious and triumphant, and now he wants to reconnect with someone he left in the past, someone who represented home. There's a new beginning in the 3D world. He's surrounded by love. When he goes in and uses his intuition, he can feel the love that's surrounding him. again, he's surrounded by love. He's showing up as the High Priestess as well. So we have him here, and then we have him as an outcome. We have the female's heart opening. I see him struggling and, moving towards her. His heart is opening up, and he's emerging as this purely conscious divine being. Is just astounding. And he is stepping into his power with the the solar plexus chakra. So there's a sense that he's resisting stepping into this new beginning. He has to wait for something, but he's powerful. He knows his direction. It's pointed towards this love in the past, this innocence, this pure, blissful love, and he's reaching out for it. The two of you planted a seed, and now it's coming to fruition. It's just really beautiful. And also, he's turning up as the moon in her environment, and she's turning up as the sun in his environment. And again, stepping into his power, into his spirituality, and look at him looking at the sun, at the star in the sky. He is attracted to the light. He's wounded still, but he's moving towards the light, towards his heart, like his desire, his true love. And and to top it all off, we got that sun in the sky that totally reminds me of a sun or a star. Okay, so where to start here? We'll start on we'll go to the present position. So there is also another really cool synchronicity here. If you notice all the little thumbtacks here, they represent numbers. So you got 3 9s, I think. So here, and here. So as a foundation, you got a 9. In recent past, you got a 9, and then external environment for the female is a 9. So 9s are coming to completion. A cycle is ending soon. Then you got 4 1s, I think. So here, and here. So you got 2 aces and 2 10s. So 1s are, again, completion, beginning of a new cycle. Something brand new coming in. The aces are gifts from the universe, brand new beginnings. And then you got 5 5s. Very interesting. I haven't had a chance to look at 5s yet. So we got the 2 High Priestess. We have the High Priestess, which isn't a 5, but I just wanted to mention that as well, that the High Priestess is coming in. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. So, 5 5s. Yeah, okay, so back to present position here is the Divine Masculine. This is the Emperor. I associate this card with the Divine Masculine. Over here I made him my own card to represent the Divine Masculine, and it has no other meaning than that. He is the masculine twin flame. It's kind of interesting that the feminine twin flame card hasn't showed up yet in any of the readings, not one. Okay, so he stepped into his power. Like I said, he's built this foundation of achievement. Wow, harvest. This is reward for all of your hard work. Finally, the seeds that you planted in the past have blossomed, and now you're seeing the riches in the 3D world. So this is coming in as a foundation. He's done his work. He feels strong and powerful and successful. He's standing at the top of the mountain, and he's like blowing his trumpet there, or whatever, his horn of success, and people are recognizing him as being this, accomplished person. They're proud of him, and they respect him, and they're celebrating in his achievements. So yeah, we have abundance in the 3D. He feels powerful. He's in his divinity. And in the recent past, we have suffering in silence. So, she's kind of standing on that same mountain edge. So we still got that precipice feeling, that separation. But, you're both looking out at each other. So the Nine of Swords is all about, being in your mind. Yeah, I think in the Rider-Waite deck, it depicts a woman, and she's in her bed, and there's like 9 swords kind of piercing her thoughts. So, yeah, swords are thoughts. They could also represent communication, but I see her as standing or sitting on the edge of the precipice, and she's longing. She's trapped in her mind. Yeah. But it also talks about letting go of those thoughts and moving on. So because this is in the recent past, and because it's a 9, I'm almost getting a sense that this is coming to an end now. And clearly it has something to do with the masculine at her side. That strength. And look at this abundance, And then we got this 10 of Cups. So this is that happy ending. It's in the Rider-Waite deck. It depicts a couple in front of a house, and there's kids running in the yard, and there's a big rainbow in the background, and so it's emotional fulfillment. All of your hopes and dreams come true. It's like a happy marriage. It's bountiful love. It's bliss, peacefulness, harmony. So she's looking to that, I'm seeing. It's almost like she's keeping this in her mind, in her, it's helping her move forward. But I'm almost seeing it too as him being able to, finally maybe provide that for her because of that success card. And then in the crossroads position, we have actually, I wanted to point out we got 3 2s all in a row here, which is very cool. 2 is union, partnership, decision. But the 2 of Wands in the crossroads, so this is going to be your near future position. this talks about doing this hard work in the past, making plans, getting your ideas off the ground, like doing the real work. And now you're waiting for that return. So I see him here kind of, walking around in circles. Here he is at this, I don't know if you can see that little guy in the background there, but it's almost like he's walking around, waiting. And then here we have him sitting on the dock. This is the summary position, and he's looking out and still on that precipice, and waiting to make a decision regarding love. There's a 2 again. And that's why he's resisting that new beginning there, taking that first step, that leap of faith. Leaving your old life behind, leaving the past behind, and starting a new adventure. So, yeah, we got that waiting in your near future. So, some decisions still need to be made, but I'm just seeing like success and brand new beginnings, but a very short pause. And then once that pause is over, then there's going to be that first step. So the internal environment and the external environment, we have these 2 positions. Actually, for me, they could represent another person that you might be inquiring about. So this could be the feminine, divine feminine energy. So this would be her internal environment and her external environment. So that's kind of what I'm reading right now into the cards, because of the fact that it's the High Priestess here, and she's gone within. Oh my gosh, there's such a connection intuitively. Like, look at his third eye is lit up. He's connected to source. He's using his intuition to guide him. That's what, that card is about as well. But more importantly, they're both connected. They're both gone within. They're both using their inner hearing, or inner, not hearing. What is it again? Actually, I got the book right here. The solar plexus chakra. So the card at the top. Represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, confidence, the energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded, associated with clairsentience, inner feeling. So inner feeling, that's the High Priest and the High Priestess. They're totally intuitively guided right now. So yeah, after this waiting, this preparation almost, that's kind of what I'm seeing. There's like the work has been done, and now there's a little bit more preparation involved. And this is the final outcome. We got him surrounding her as an external environment. This true love, this twin flame connection, this, divinely guided union, spiritual union. And then we got that Ace of Pentacles. That's a brand new beginning in the 3D world. That's your seeds have blossomed. This beautiful tree here. And look at the 2 hands coming together, 2 minds, the link right here. So again, there's a sense of like he's pointing to things. Do you know what I mean? Well, we'll get to that side, but here he's again, he's pointing to the High Priestess. He's pointing to a new beginning. He's pointing to waiting. He's like, look, I've done this. I've worked hard. I've come into my power. I am strong and successful. You're in my thoughts. I want this for us in the future. We have to wait. I love you. A new beginning is coming. And then we got this Five of Pentacles here. And in the Rider-Waite deck, I took the card out. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So in the Rider-Waite deck, it depicts like this couple, and they're going through a financial hardship, but they're out in the cold. They're left out in the cold, but the important thing is that they're together. So there's this sense that this is going to be your final outcome. There's a sense that, there's going to be some form of hardship. There's that fear of stepping into the unknown, and sometimes it's easier just to stay where you are and not take that leap of faith, you know what I mean? But it's because of fear. All right, but this Two of Wands is saying that you've made decisions in the past and they weren't based on fear, so you're standing here in strength. You did some work and now you're just waiting for the results. You're waiting for that manifestation to come. So what I'm seeing here is not that, that you guys, when you come together, you're going to be left out in the cold. I'm almost seeing it as his hand reaching out to the clarifier card that I drew with this is the Six of Cups. So it has to do with someone coming back from your past, somebody who you think of fondly, like the memories you have of them, brings out really happy, joyful, innocent feelings within yourself. So yeah, it could represent somebody coming back from the past, which is exactly what I'm kind of getting here. That past life connection with your twin, because it's the energy that's surrounding you right now, right? There's this High Priestess. Well, okay, the Divine Feminine isn't in the reading as herself just yet, but she's definitely here as the High Priestess. So there's that, like I said, that mirroring. We got the moon and the sun, the High Priest and the High Priestess. We got the Divine Masculine, but here we got that coming together as well. We got an 11, 2 ones beside each other. We got these 3 2s. That's all about union. So, yeah, I'm seeing it as someone coming, this innocent connection, this union, this who you were before you became who they thought you were, your true self. So on the side energies here, we have, like I said, in her external environment, we have the moon, and that's all about facing your shadow aspect. But I'm not really getting that here. Although I do feel that, there is some internal work that needs to be done still, because we got conflict and defeat, so he's going to be possibly going through a difficult time, or you will be, walking away from something, but you're still walking towards the light, right? So you're coming in as this wounded warrior, guarded heart. So yeah, wounds still need to be healed, clearly. But I'm more getting the fact that they're reflections. He's coming in as the moon, and she's coming in as the sun. And ultimately, the sun, that light, the coming out of the dark into the light, into the new, into the beginning, is an overall theme here. So, yeah, there's a Oh, it's just so beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we got this internal environment of the female is the Five of Swords. So again, that's walking away from conflict. You know, not yeah, like looking at the cost of your win. But I also wanted to mention too, we got a mirror here, so there's a 5 there, and there's also a 5 here. So there's that mirror. I really got to look up, see what 5 means. But if that's the feminine, she's walking towards the masculine. Or it could represent the masculine walking towards her, which is the light. She is the light over here. And ultimately, he wants to go towards light in the future. And the light is the candle. Well, not the candle, but it's almost another reflection of that card. Do you see the little candle here? He's looking right at it. And if you look at this card, this is the Ace of Wands. This is a brand new beginning, a clean slate. It's what makes you feel passionate. It's your desires. It's love. It's the go time, the green light. So this is her hope and fears. So she hopes for this new beginning, and Spirit is saying, yes, this is what you hope for, you will be getting. And can you see how her heart chakra is lit up? She's holding the light. She's the ignition switch. She's the child again. Here she, internally she feels still, a little older woman. Remember I mentioned this in a previous reading. But here she's coming up as that innocent child again. So her outcome is the 5, again, of Cups. And this is about grieving, loss, but moving through that pain. And I've described this card in previous readings as him opening up. Yes, he is a little guarded, but he's still there. He's with you, and he's come towards you. He's offering you his heart, but it's been hurt in the past. And ultimately, he is the High Priest. He's aware. He's conscious. He's awake. He's enlightened. But guarded, but there's this new beginning. Okay, on the male side, we got the Sun card, a 1, completion, beginning. I've read this many times in previous readings. We got that High Priest again, and he's coming into his power, never giving up, never surrendering. And ultimately, this is the 8 of Wands. This is communication, but I love how I see it as him looking up in the star. That's where he's going, towards the light. So as an outcome, there is a sense of communication happening. Okay, so I will read the message from the universe, and then I guess cheers. That'll be it. All right. Okay, education. Life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Stubbornness and the desire to know it all and be right no matter what will not get you what you want. Or could it be that you're afraid to be seen as someone who knows less than they're supposed to? Could you be flying through life by the seat of your pants, hoping no one will notice you're skimming the surface of things? Life is filled with lessons, some bitter, some sweet. A strident lust for certainty will never bring you the wisdom you seek. Pretending to know more than you do won't make you wise. Be assured that not knowing is a magical place to be. All manner of mysteries are revealed. Be open. It's okay not to know. So I'm kind of I was kind of reading that in the cards as well. So I think it's kind of like this message of not being that stern, authoritative type of emperor, but instead be the soft, gentle, loving, open, divine masculine. So the card that accompanied it is the Five of Wands. So I wanted to read to you from the Tarot Illuminati. Okay, the test of contest. Contentment is an enemy that dulls the mind and blunts the sword. Peace is the enemy of progress. Without something to fight against, we become complacent, taking everything for granted. The reality is that we live in a harsh world that exacts a harsh price and demands only the best from us, or at least it should. Conflict and contest tests us and forces us to excel above ourselves and others. When we put our bodies through the rigorous of martial practice, exercise, discipline, we not only know our strength, but also develop it. When we stretch our wills and energy beyond our expectations, they grow just like the muscles of the arm. It is said that to live in interesting times, it is a curse and a burden, but it is only a blessing. May you be given the opportunity to test yourself. May you have the chance to prove yourself. May you live in interesting times. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Peace.